Amen. Todd with Empowered Man Coaching, career and life coach. Happy to be with you guys today. I'd like to discuss impulsivity, being impulsive. And oftentimes our impulsiveness, my impulsiveness, gets in the way of what I actually want. It gets in the way of my long-term vision and goals, and it's something that I have to make sure I keep in check. So what I'd like to do is just share a few ideas around impulsivity to help you get a handle on it. First of all, I believe impulsivity is generated from the amygdala, kind of the base brain, the part of the brain that's triggered by emotion and action. And where we want to be is up here in our prefrontal cortex and apply logic, decision making, having a process involved. That is the way out of impulsivity. But it's real that we get triggered, I get triggered, and when the emotional trigger happens, the amygdala is activated and, action can take place unless I interrupt it. And so a few things that you and I can do to decrease our impulsivity in different situations is pause a minute. So if it's something just in a normal conversation and, you need to make a decision or you need to give a response, commit to 10 seconds, right? To think about it. Like if it's something you need to kind of assess, it's easy to just say, hey, that's really interesting. Or yeah, okay, I hear you. Let me just think about this a moment and just take a few seconds, get yourself together, especially if what's going on is triggering and there's an emotional surge in your body. It's really important to pause. And when you need to pause, because if you're getting that emotional reaction, you can recognize that right away. And it's like, oh, okay, pause. I need to pause. So it becomes, hey, yeah, let me think about this just a second here. And maybe ask a question, a follow-up question. Buy yourself a little time. Be thinking about, what it is you want to do. So pause and reflect. The other thing that is important to have is a process in place. A process of how you make decisions. Depending upon the degree or level of the decision, but it may be that you need to create a pros and cons list before you come to a decision. It may be that you need to run it by somebody, bounce it off someone. Whatever the process is for you, just create one that works, that helps you slow it down, that helps you accumulate all the facts and information you need. One of the things that you can do as a process, like say that you spend too much, you're just constantly spending. At a certain dollar amount, you don't spend until 24 hours after you want to have it. It's just a process you put in place. It doesn't mean that you can't buy it, but you're slowing it down. You're putting some space in between it. On a quick response thing, emails are notorious for this, and texts. If you get triggered and the thing's coming up and you want to say something or you want to do something, whatever it is, slow it down. Give yourself, on a text chat, give yourself 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you respond. You don't have to do it right away. If it's a work email and somehow you've been triggered, give yourself to the end of the day or till the next morning before you respond. Just sit with it. Space, create some space. But you have to have these processes in place beforehand so you know what you're going to do. The other thing is just create clear boundaries for yourself, and that's part of the process. It's, spending, eating, reaching out and communicating to people that maybe aren't healthy for you to be communicating with. Put times, put space, put boundaries in that, put amounts in that, and then just operate within those. This is a process. It's not going to change overnight, but you can change it. And really what you're trying to do is get away from any emotional reaction. That's usually where impulsivity comes from, and move towards a more thought out, rational, logical response. So, pausing, reflecting, processes, boundaries all help you respond in a way that will get you where you want to be, achieve your longer term goals, keep you moving forward, and not fall into traps. Those are my thoughts about it. I'd be happy to hear what you have to think about it, have to say. Go ahead and share those with me. Again, I always go back to this. You don't have to be an island. You don't have to do things alone. Reach out to a trusted friend, a partner, a life coach, a career coach, whatever it is you got going on, therapist. Get some input, get some help. All right. Hope you're having a great day. I'm Todd with Empowered Men Coaching. Ciao.